East Africa Clean Expo 2022 featured a major summit that attracted the participation of leading names in the housekeepers forum in the region. The summit was organized courtesy of the Heads of Housekeeping Professionals Association of Kenya. There were great moments during the summit, which ran concurrently with the exhibition. Participants turned up in large numbers, mostly housekeepers from the East African region. Our media team documented the summit as it unfolded at the expo.
We are privileged to have all of you here, and thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to actually come and join us for the second edition of East Africa Clean Expo. Our exhibitors who have been part of this wonderful journey, thank you so much for supporting. Without you, I don't think we'd have such a wonderful and successful event. Thank you so much for being our partners. Our first edition, we did it in 2019. That was the initial, and we had a lot of teething problems. We never knew that having such a wonderful event, the housekeepers event on a weekend, was a no-no for most of the housekeepers. We got to realize that housekeepers are very busy people, and that's why we appreciate all of you actually taking time off to be with us here. I know when we did our first exhibition, most housekeepers actually never knew about it, and that's why we brought in the Housekeeping Association of Kenya. Thank you so much, Chair and Dan and the whole team, for meeting us and making sure that we are able to pull together such a wonderful event. This event actually, we began it just to make sure that we have a networking platform for the cleaning industry. As I said earlier, that most housekeepers are quite busy. This is an opportunity where now you can be able to come and meet the suppliers and manufacturers, and also to get to meet your fellow housekeepers, because I met one from Mombasa and he told me, wow, thank you so much, it's long since I saw some of the housekeepers. So take this opportunity, network with your colleagues. So when you need anything, this is the right platform, you get their contacts, and when you go back to institutions, please support them. And we'll be glad that this expo actually became a success, because now you are all networking. So as we start our summit this afternoon, I do welcome you very much. Thank you so much for your time, and we are glad that we have you here. Thank you.
It is indeed a matter of great honor for me to welcome all of you today. On behalf of the entire HHPA fraternity, to the Housekeepers Summit Clean Expo 2022. HHPA was established in the year 2015 with a vision to create future leaders of tomorrow and empower its membership by imparting education, knowledge, and skills. The objective of HHPA was not only to impart theoretical knowledge, but also to nurture our members and keep them rooted to professionalism and etiquette. It is highly thrilling to share that HHPA is on course to the heights of success and is nearing its goal to a larger extent. We are not there yet. However, with your support and resilience, we are on course. Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19 brought us to our knees and to a sharp halt, with many people losing jobs and many hotels closing down. It has been tough and painful, but I thank God that we are here and still optimistic that it shall be well. To make its members engage, we have been conducting regular seminars and workshops since 2015. We keep ourselves fresh and emerging in different topics in every workshop to keep members interested and engaged, motivate them to participate, warmly and discuss and share their thoughts and opinion. Before COVID-19, during our last workshop, one of the topics was housekeeping budget, and it was a great success. Since budgeting has become the necessity of almost every manager, today especially the housekeepers, it is important that all the members keep their budgets in their hearts, because without controlling budgets, you'll find that our expenses will hit the roof. COVID-19 has changed the way people think about the world around them, and with it, how hotels, institutions, and resorts must operate in order to care and reassure travelers. While cleanliness of hotels has always been a deciding factor on where to stay, now more than ever, consumers and our guests will have an eagle eye on the measures your institution is taking to ensure their safety and well-being. Housekeepers must therefore take charge in their approach and walk through the hotels and institutions that they are in as if you are a client. Being a client will help you to see the things, or having the head of a client will help you to see things in a client's perspective. What areas are at a risk is a key question that housekeepers must continue to ask themselves. This includes the high-touch areas like the doorknobs, elevator buttons, lobby seating, the public areas, the phones, the rooms, and areas that we could not think of previously. Now our guests are aware that they could pose a danger to them. So it is also important that we take care of them and we take charge of them. Housekeeping has always been a central part of hotels' operation, and in the new normal, there will be even greater scrutiny on hotel cleanliness. Although the cost of cleaning and operation is expected to increase, hotels will be able to mitigate against these costs by adapting right processes. It will be more important than ever that managers utilize also technology and data to understand where the most time is being spent and where additional services or team members are needed. Cost management is necessary post-COVID, and every institution is saying we are resuming operations cautiously. Therefore, how we manage our overheads, how we look at our money is very, very key, and we need to embrace technology and data collection and analysis to help us make the right decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, as I open this year's Clean Expo 2022, it is my joy that members will be exposed to modernity in terms of machinery, technology, and materials in the cleaning world. And that is why we are here to interact today. Going around the various towns, I am convinced that members will not be disappointed, and I'm glad that we have come to witness a wealth of display from our partners. You all will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of this event. I welcome you all once again to this Expo 2022 and hope that you will have a great time ahead. I wish to thank all of you who have come today once again, and I want to say that we are free to interact, gain as much knowledge as possible, share our experiences as possible, and we are here with a variety of display that when we go back to our places of work, we know that as we go to make decisions, we will make informed decisions because of what we have seen and what we have gathered during this Clean Expo 2022. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
So basically, I will just take us through a brief about Kenya Bureau of Standards and bring out the tenets of how our association and Kenya Bureau of Standards can partner to ensure that we have quality products, and we also do have quality services that are available in the market. And then we have product and system certification. Under product certification, this is where we give the marks of quality from Kenya Bureau of Standards. We'll discuss them a bit in depth. And then under the system certification, Kenya Bureau of Standards, being the national standards body, represents KEBS in the ISO. ISO is International Organization for Standardization, the global standardization body. So KEBS is a member of ISO and ensures that the ISO standards that are developed. Now, if we sit to develop these ISO standards and then we are coming back here to certify you, do we have the knowledge? Do we have the experience? Of course, we understand them. So KEBS gives ISO certifications to various systems that are in place. We have quality management system, information security management system, business continuity management system. Especially after what we went through with COVID, it's important that we understand what is entailed in this business continuity management system. We have occupational health and safety. Even as we are going to various institutions to offer our housekeeping, how sure are we that we are safe? How do we ensure that our employees are safe? We undertake educational work in standardization and practical application of standard. This we do in different folds. The first fold, we do allow students in institutions of higher learning to pay KEBS a visit. We can spend a whole day taking them through our operations, going through our laboratories. They get to learn what we do.
When COVID began, we had to spend a lot of money ensuring that we have sanitizers in place, water stations in place. And this didn't cost the company a little money. It cost us a lot of money. So listening to and even observing what other institutions are probably doing, removing these items, then begs the business owner, to ask themselves, I mean, did we flush this money down the drain? Are we saying then there's no continuity thereafter? Is there no pandemic or any other thing? So how then can we ensure that this is sustainable, that whatever we invest in, we ensure that our teams understand the importance of having that facility put in place? Training and development is really key for us. And if our people don't understand that buying this product costs this amount of money, but will save your life, the life of the guest, and the life of everybody else around you, then there will be what's happening now. People plucking, wash stations and sanitizers out of their institutions, which is really not right, I think.
Yeah, Chair, just guide us here. Why this attitude of plucking, uprooting, making sure that even the shelves that do not have even, and I can see it even demonstrated here, that we do not have a sanitizer in front of us at the end of the day. Why? Why this attitude?
That is something that as I go through, all of us need to think about it very objectively. Number one is the culture. That is something that we've always done. We love to be forced to do things, which is very unfortunate. And I said even to the trainer, the government needs to step it up, come in to force organizations that if you are not ISO this number satisfied, you are not going to operate. And all of them are going to comply. So it is a culture that we have that we must actually run away from. That is what is causing such kind of sharp reactions when the government lifted the restrictions that we had. So we need to come up and say we must have what we call a culture change. To go with the culture change is our attitude. I had a very ugly incident in a hotel that I worked, where a guest who was in a washroom saw a waiter leave the washroom without washing their hands, and the next food that the guest was going to receive is being offered by that waiter. The guy hit the roof. How? I've seen you leave the washroom without washing your hand. Then you come and offer me food. No! It was an ugly incident within a very short time. Now, why would one have such an attitude that, after all, my hands are not dirty, so let me go, I'm in a hurry, let me go and just offer the service, without forgetting that a very simple mistake can cause a ripple effect, a ripple action, and which can end up being very devastating. So our attitude, when we are trained on the basics as hand washing, is very, very important. In our operations, in our areas of operation. The other thing is because we love shortcuts. And we work with the teams that you train and you certify. But now, because of cost implications that we've talked about, you realize that instead of having this number of room attendants, you reduce, you're being told reduce. And when you reduce it, then the room attendants end up getting 22 rooms. I am telling you, those of us who witness CNN, investigative journalists, with the fluorescent spray, and when they left, they call it nyorosha, for example, when making the bed. Then they will go to shortcuts and nyorosha. Now, the bed sheet that was used, instead of changing because of time, maybe there's a delay from the laundry, this person is glad to say that wacha ni nyoroshe, bora room nimeoperate, it is done. Without really thinking that the guest who is coming to use this, and we know that we have some resistant infectious diseases, that even the highest temperatures, you have to be very careful to take care of them. So you expose a guest, and when you expose that guest, remember we are talking about business continuity. Itching of the skin alone will make the guest say that your bedsheets are not clean. An infection that has occurred because of a dirty toilet will make the guest to have a lot of complaint, and even spread the gospel negatively against the organization. So shortcuts is another thing that is really causing this. The other problem we have is now us ourselves, the discipline. To be very honest, we lack discipline. Until a security, I was just handling a case where in the hostel we say that we are not going to remove the mask as you come in. And you see the security now is telling me this guy is abusing me because I've said you must go back to the car and get your what? Your mask. You know, we are not disciplined. That is another thing. So the self-discipline is very key.
At the end of the summit, the attendees had truly acquired great value for their visit. They were truly delighted by the great presentations from the speakers, who opened their eyes to a world of exceptional possibilities in the industry.
Yes, my name is Daniel Madeka. I'm executive housekeeper, Premier Hospital, Mombasa. And I'm very happy and excited to be here at this summit. And through the training that we had yesterday and the interaction with our bosses and different people in the field, I really appreciate the outcome because I have learned different things, and actually they have built up my mind to understand the best ways to approach housekeeping services. Like when it comes to outsourcing services in housekeeping, I had a challenge because I have gone that challenge before, trying to figure out which way is the best way to cut costs on housekeeping services. But yesterday I got a very good idea from our leaders, head of housekeeping professionals, Mr. Chairman, and he said it's best if we can have outsourced services because you cast cost, then you tell them the exact standard that you need to be delivered to your company. So I found it good. Actually, it gave me a confidence to approach that field. And today, when I was interacting with the suppliers, I met different suppliers, and each of them, they had different supplies, and I really appreciate, like Boresha, I had some things in my mind that I needed to buy. I did not know where to get them. But now, Boresha, they have sorted out my problem. I've already talked to my end of procurement team in my company, and now they are sourcing those things. I really appreciate. Another company, they are supplying cleaning equipments like washing machine, drying machine, and I think you've given me the exact what I wanted. I really appreciate, and I'm very happy because I have also met housekeepers from different fields doing different things. I really appreciate what they have done and what we have said together.
I'm very happy to be I'm a member of the housekeeping, heads of housekeeping, HHPA, and currently I'm the coordinator of Mombasa chapter. I'm very happy to be here today. I have interacted with a lot of suppliers, and I actually very happy because one thing that stood to me today with this expo was about the outsourcing. It has been something that we as an organization have been trying to venture into, and with the interaction that we had in the expo about the outsourcing, I got some insights that will probably be very important to my association as I go and try to do some discussion about it. I got the pros and cons of the outsourcing, and I'll say that's something that I gained from the expo.
Okay, I'm so grateful for this expo that has been organized this year, because as a housekeeper we have so many challenges that we go through, ranging from suppliers, from detergents, from stains that we get in the day-to-day activities. And this expo actually has given me an answer to that, because I've been able to meet different suppliers of machines, of chemicals, and they've been able to explain to us different services that they offer. So with the challenges that we've been having, when you meet the manufacturer or the supplier one-on-one, they are able to give you that detailed information as opposed to what you normally do when we are just talking on phone. So it has been of very, very great importance to me, and I really appreciate HHPA for organizing for this. I'm a member, and I really get a lot of support from this organization.
I've learned so much, and I feel when companies come in to showcase their products, it's the best thing for us housekeepers. And on the expo, I've seen much. I've actually fallen in love with a laundry machine that I've seen from Sheffield, one that carries a washer and a dryer at the same time. And I found it very, very affordable. Again, the others that are coming, there is competition. You see, there's a company that have their products and another one having the same products. So we are lots of choice. So the best they can do for us is down price, yeah, so that we can rush to them. And I'm happy for this and hope we have more of this. Then from here, we are going to encourage those that never came. We'll also encourage our bosses to come in, because at times it's so hard convincing a boss that you want these products used in your department or in your hotel, and they don't understand why we cannot go to the Mama Sabuni behind the street, and you can never compare. At the end of the day, you never know with products, they might react with the water in that area, and they need somebody to go back to and tell them something got messed up, and they'll understand where the problem came in. We are still recovering from COVID. Some hotels almost closed down, but God is good, they were able to wake up, and they are still on their knees. They are yet to stand and start walking. They are still crawling. So if the bigger companies even selling machines and other agents, including the cleaning agents, if they could at least
come lower kidogo and help us walk again, because I think the hotel industry was mostly hit. But we also thank God that we learned, and we people as housekeepers, we knew that housekeeping is a backbone of every hotel. It's not actually the backbone, it's the heart. And if the heart stops beating, there is no life. So when you kill housekeeping, you have killed the hotel. And we are happy that everybody has realized that. When the hotels closed down, everybody had to call housekeepers. Please come and help all over, come and help the cleaning, the setting up, and all that, even with new ideas.
I've been a member of the association for a couple of years, and every time they organize such an expo, it has been an eye-opener for us in the industry. One, they create linkages between the service providers, products providers, which turn to be a solution to us. And through the association and the expo, I've been able to interact with quite a number of people who are offering solutions to what you're experiencing in the industry. And I'm very grateful. And the event has been successful because I've been able to create contacts. I've been able to get solutions to items I've been looking for. I've been able to get services which I've been trying to source, and they are readily available.
Actually, I've loved the expo. I've learned a lot from the expo. My challenge, I think I've found a solution in my challenge in my company actually. I've been looking for how to expand my business and on how to find new clients. It has been amazing. Now I know how to do that. The detergents, yeah, mostly the detergents were amazing. And now I know how to do with stains, deal with different kinds of fabric.
It has been a good event. Good suppliers are in there in the industry, showcasing what is there. From our institution as Inside Hospitality, we recommend suppliers to come to you for the specific Clean Expo. And we partner in other events, which we do also ourselves. Thank you so much.
I've really appreciated meeting the several suppliers in this who have come to display their products, both cleaning equipment and detergents of different ranges. To me, it has made me feel that we have gotten a chance to bond together with our suppliers and much to it, know better about the products, because sometimes we just receive from their salespersons and we don't, it depends when they come to the hotels. Maybe you are busy, you don't have the real time. This person needs to sit down with you and really explain each and every detail. But here, I've gotten the chance to learn more about the product and even to have a better experience of even new products that they have come up with in the market. The other thing is on the summit that we had yesterday, we got to learn the different trends of working, especially when it comes to manpower, the outsourcing of personnel. And this has to go hand in hand with our departmental budgets. You have to be within the budget. Therefore, I found the outsourcing idea to be part, or rather to be an element that will help me in my department to be within the budget that is allocated to me.
Good afternoon, I'm Flora Shioya from Mombasa Continental Resort in Mombasa. I'm the executive housekeeper of the resort. And so far, just regarding the expo, it has really been something good, interactive. We've seen the new things in the market. especially after the COVID. We've not had such organization or such a setup, but people have mingled, we've exchanged ideas. So basically, the expo has been so good. It has been so educative, and we've gathered more. And I think I will only like to urge the organizers, at least we should be having such, and we should go far. Because you call it East Africa, I'm looking at maybe in future whereby we will visit hotels in Tanzania, hotels in Uganda, they also come to Kenya. Let us make it big. Thank you very much and nice work.
The whole experience of this exhibition has been very helpful to me as I'm venturing into a new environment that I've not been working in, having been an executive housekeeper in some hotels, number of hotels, before I left post-COVID. I have gotten items for cleaning, for the laundry, guest toiletries, florists, many things, soaps and laundry detergents, which are really going to benefit me in my new venture.
At last, it was the event organizers' turn to share their kind thoughts on what the summit and the expo brought their way. It is not always easy to manage an event of this magnitude, they have often said.
How glad that this event happened. So timely event considering the challenges that the country went through in the previous years, since 2020 running through to 2021 as a result of COVID. While we are talking about clean, and at the same time, the talents that are within this sector, or rather the professionals are within this sector, converging to address the status and indeed the way forward in conjunction with industry players such as the Kenya Bureau of Standards. It tells us deeper sensitivity that is there in the market. They want to address, the aspect here is to address issues that have not only happened, but what is yet also to happen in our country. Having been privileged to organize the summit, we noticed that the topical issue of business continuity carried the day. People want to begin businesses and ensure that these businesses are going to thrive. Businesses cannot just thrive, they are deliberately organized so that they can strive, so that they can actually succeed. From that aspect alone, we noticed that there were quite some quality contributions that were made by the Kenya Bureau of Standards, the Housekeeping Association within the country, and also some insights that were drawn from other practitioners within that space. These discussions were so dear to both the industry players who are coming into play today and those who have also been in the market for a while. We purpose to ensure that all those who participated this year still come back again and again in the subsequent years, but we will, as organizers of this particular event, purpose that in every quarter there's still quality engagement that takes place so that new initiatives and traction is also felt within our space.
My name is Jennifer Mbogori, the Operations Director at the East Africa Clean Expo. We have come to the end of our 3-day event, which was taking place at the Pride Center on Westlands Road. This has been an amazing 3 days of networking, of knowledge, and of getting to bring the industry together. We've had quality exhibitors from the industry, both the manufacturers and suppliers of various cleaning and hygiene products. We also have had very good visitation from the Housekeeping Association of Kenya. We've had members from the association drawn from across Kenya. Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret were all represented here. We've also had a good number of owners of dry cleaning companies who have also visited, because we had so many companies giving solutions for the dry cleaning business. We've had so many companies from the cleaning or contract cleaners who have visited this expo. So we can say it's been an amazing, successful 3 days of networking, knowledge sharing, and also for the exhibitors to actually just network among themselves and get to know how they can be able to partner with each other, especially in different fields. The East Africa Clean Expo actually was born out of creating a platform for networking among the industry. So this event, we are actually doing it for the industry, where they can be able to come and network and learn and just get to know what they're doing for the industry. We look forward to seeing you next year for the 3rd East Africa Clean Expo 2023. Thank you.